Ladies and gentlemen, may I proudly bring to you, this is the WWE Raw Review by Soul himself, and it's for the 20th of January 2014. Okay, so let's get straight into it, because there's a lot. And I don't mean too much, but I mean there's a lot. It was jam-packed show, that's for sure. Okay, so initially what happened was they opened up the show with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon talking about it's a road to WrestleMania, and we all need to be looking at the future, and the future is gonna be beginning with a person named Oops, where suddenly you hear voices in your head, and it's Randy Orton walking down the ramp, and he's gonna be whining. And that's exactly what he did. He came out in the middle of the ring and he whined to Stephanie McMahon and said, "Who the hell do you think you are?" And she said, "Who the hell do you think you are, man?" And, well, he didn't reply. She carried on saying, "Man, you know, for what you did, you went and attacked, old man, John Cena, the second, you know, the John Cena the first. And how did you dare you do that? You're a coward." And then Triple H said, "Man, you gotta man up, man. You clearly what happened was you lost to Kofi Kingston, and then you lost your marbles and your confidence, and you lost belief in yourself, and you just decided to beat up John Cena's father. So in the past we stood by you, but because we believed in you, and the real champion should, you know, face all comers and go through it all, and that's what you should do." And quite frankly, he had a real home truth there. I know this is not real. This is not professional this is professional wrestling as opposed to, you know, wrestling as in real wrestling. The storylines are all fake, but clearly, in terms of Randy Orton, he does lose the plot. And in terms of he can't handle the pressure. Whenever he gets the pressure, he feels as though he's gonna lose the title, and he's not good enough or something. He has insecurities within himself, and he manages to lose. And that is what Triple H said to him, more or less, and it was quite revealing. However, the only unfortunate thing was Randy Orton wasn't believing, and he thought it was a part of the storyline, which is wasteful, really. I wish he actually took that advice onto him as a person, and looks at himself and goes, "Okay, you know what? I need to make changes. You know, I need to man up, man. I need to be like John Cena. I need to be not the Viper. I need to be a Panther, and I'm gonna go through it all. I'm gonna go through them all. I'm gonna defeat them all and become a babyface." That would have been a better thing for Randy, and I think for his future, for his legacy, I think he needs to do that once in his career. And it doesn't have to be, and I don't want it to be over just like a 3-month period. I want it to be over a year. And I'm not talking about the way he was when he was a babyface. That was just boring, because whenever he was on the mic, he was very, very boring, and he was just a mid-card fighter who was average. But the thing with him is, he, as a talent, he is above average, so he shined a little bit more. Whereas I want to see the best of him. That's what I want to see. I want to see Randy Orton at his best, trying to prove to us that he has natural ability. He is the best, and that's what we need to see. But that's doubtful is going to happen. Anyway, straight off, halfway through Randy's talk, Batista came out and then did his really awful promotion, and he said, "I'm back for one thing, and it's that." And the thing is, that can only signify one item, whereas there was 2 titles there. So why would you say that? But then he clearly said, after that, he redeemed himself by saying, "I want to be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion," and which was good. I'm glad he clearly cleared that up for us. But then he said, "Now deal with it," and then just walked off. And I thought that was a bit of a horrible promo, considering the fact that he's a full-time actor and he could have come up with a better script for that. I mean, when he came out, it was very, very good, and he got a huge reception. And don't hate the player, hate the game. He has natural raw talent. There's no doubt about it. In terms of wrestling ability, in terms of his matches, I don't really enjoy them, but you can't deny the fact that he has star quality. And I mean, he reminded me a bit of The Rock, because The Rock's got bald now, and the way his look was in terms of the big muscles and the sunglasses came out, it was just more or less like The Rock. But you know what, you can't fault Batista, because Batista's been Batista really, and it's very, very good. Okay, straight after that, next match on the roster came out was Biggie Langston and Goldust and Cody Rhodes, obviously. They were all facing the Shield, and quite frankly, it was a decent match. Cody Rhodes has really improved so much. To be truthful, I don't think he ever was bad. I think he was as good as he is right now. I just think he's more comfortable now, and he's doing a lot more high risk maneuvers, and it makes it for more of an entertaining match, because he is flying around. He's a high flyer as well as a heavyweight, and it really works very, very well. And as well as the fact that they were facing the Shield, which make it an entertaining match, that makes it amazing anyway. Because the Shield really are always constantly tagging in and make it a bit entertaining. But then the Shield won at the end. Just thought I'd say that, with a Superman punch from Roman Reigns ended it, and it was 1, 2, 3 to Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes got pinned. Yeah, that was one of them things. What can you do? No. Daniel Bryan came out and tried to explain himself why he did that, and he was saying that, well, I spent time with, who's that guy, Bray Wyatt. The reason when he spent time with Bray Wyatt, he realized that, he was with the guys who he really hates the most, and he got his final opportunity to, and basically Bray Wyatt actually revealed himself as a person, as a coward who he is, and then basically he got the opportunity to get him in one-on-one in the cage and beat on him, and there was yes. Then suddenly Bray Wyatt came on the big screen saying, "You better, hug your mother." You better hug your mother, man, because for what you did, you're gonna get punished, and apologize to your parents or something along the line of that. And you know what? Bray Wyatt is trying it very, very hard to make this whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre team work, but quite frankly, it is just not working for me. I don't believe it. It just seems so stupid, and they just seem like they just need a big bath. They remind me of the Godwins. That's all I can say about that. They just remind me of the Godwins. I think if they just turned them into the Godwins, it would make it a lot more entertaining for everybody. What can you do? You can't. I think they might do that after WrestleMania, but until then, I think they're gonna keep making Daniel Bryan fight him at pay-per-view events. And I don't really enjoy their matches, to be honest. Bray Wyatt is not a good wrestler. He's an average wrestler. The majority of the time, they're always hitting each other. It's just, slam bang wallop. That's all it is. Slam bang wallop pow, and that's it. There's no wrestling technicality within their abilities, and whatever. What can you say? Next was Xavier versus Fandango, and Fandango won. That's it. I'm not going to go on about that match. It was a good toilet break. That's it. It was literally the time of a toilet break. That's how long the match lasted, to be truthful. So I guess That's it. Okay, now Kane decided that he was going to, you know, I don't know, do something else to Punk. But then Stephanie McMahon came out and said, Kane, you can't, abuse your authority, which was very good to see. He goes to show that they're going on the be a star direction for bullying, and she wanted him to apologize to CM Punk for chokeslamming him at SmackDown, because that's exactly what he did. He chokeslammed Punk in SmackDown, because Punk said that you become a bit of a wimp, and well, he went out to the ring and he called Punk out. Punk said, you know, okay, I'll take your apologize now. I apologize as well, and he hit Kane and caused Kane to go get knocked over the top rope, and then Brad Maddox, then decided that it would be Punk versus Billy Gunn, and they had a good match. It was a good match, I have to say. It was a very, very good match. Punk and Billy Gunn was very, very good. Billy Gunn, halfway through the match, decided to pause and look at the crowd. I think he was looking for a lot of his fans, but I think they've all gone. I think if they can still build it up, really, the New Age Outlaw, they can really, really build it up quite a bit. But I don't know. They're not going to be given an opportunity like they did in the back in the days. Let's be truthful. If only that would be good if he can win the tag team championship against Cody Rhodes and Goldust on Royal Rumble preview, not preview, countdown, whatever this show is. But then, because Punk won that match, Kane then said, very, very good. Okay, now it's your time. Now that you've done that, you've really impressed me so much that I'm going to offer you a gift, and that gift is that you are the #1 entrant of the Royal Rumble. And that, quite frankly, is very entertaining. That it's very revealing about the Royal Rumble, and it's good fun. It's good fun. Good to know who was #1. Normally, they tell who is #1, and CM Punk is #1, which is going to be very, very good. Okay. Next came, who was it? It was Del Rio. Del Rio versus Mysterio again for the third time, and quite frankly, I just was wondering to myself, why are they putting this on WWE Raw? Shouldn't they save it for a normal main card, such as like Elimination Chamber or Royal Rumble or even WrestleMania? Shouldn't they be saving it for that? Because quite frankly, last Monday they had Rey Mysterio and Del Rio, which, I'll be honest, it was a really horrible match. It wasn't like a decent match at all, because quite frankly, Rey Mysterio looked like he was injured all the way through. But then apparently, I didn't watch SmackDown, but on SmackDown, Rey Mysterio won the match over to make it 1-1, and this was a deciding factor of a match, and it was quite a good, entertaining match. I would have thought they would have saved it for a normal main card. I don't know what the WWE is doing, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain, because quite frankly, it's not on a main card anymore. It's on Raw, which is good. We can't complain. As a consumer, you can definitely not complain about that. That's for sure. And what happened was Del Rio won in the end via armbar, and but it was a good match. It was back and forth. You didn't know who was gonna win. Rey Mysterio doing his flying, flingy, flongly things, whatever he does, is so good, I have to say. It's so good. And then, straight after the match, Batista comes out again. Yeah! Come on! And then he comes in the main center of the ring, faces Del Rio, and then Del Rio looks away, then he runs at him, and then Batista bomb, and then he did the actual Batista power bomb, and finished it off, and then he stood out in front of the crowd and was cheering and getting accolades from all the massive audience which was out there, and quite frankly, that was very, very good to see. It was a very good way to bring back Batista, I have to say, and move him to the next level. I think Batista does have star quality. I do think, though, they'd need to give him a bit of direction. I think he definitely has the confidence which Randy Orton doesn't have. I think that's what Randy Orton doesn't have. He doesn't have the confidence within himself, whereas Batista has the confidence, but he doesn't have the athletic ability and the natural technical ability. But you know what? We can't have it all, can we? We've all got. We're all, I guess. Well, I don't want to, say anything about ourselves. But anyway, let's move on to the next match. The next thing, which was supposedly the Big Show, was gonna come out face to face with Brock Lesnar. And then Big Show first came out, and then he impersonates Paul Heyman. Impersonates him to a T. Even I can't even do as good as a thing what a Big Show did, the impersonation. And he called up Brock Lesnar. And straight away Paul Heyman came out. And the look of disgust on Paul Heyman's face was, I think, apparent due to his impersonation of him. That was so funny, actually. If you're gonna listening to this, watch it. It's just, just worth it for just that voice. And then what do you call it? Brock Lesnar came out, and he walked up to the ring, and then he walked back out, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, not Paul Heyman, sorry, Big Show decided that he wants a piece of Brock Lesnar, so he called him out again, and then Brock came out, went up face to face with him, kind of flinched at him, and kind of made the Big Show move a little, and which was kind of good to see that his reflexes, Brock's reflexes are amazing, I have to say, for the guy, for the size that he's so damn quick, and I think he's gotten a lot better considering last year. There's no doubt about it. If you actually watch him then, because the way he flinched was so damn fast, and then to top it off, he went for a double, and he clearly didn't get it, and the Big Show double leg takedown, that is. And then the Big Show threw him to the turnbuckle, and was gonna punch Brock, and then Brock then tried to knee him in the. Was he trying to knee him? Yeah, he was. I think he was trying to knee him or something along the line of that. But then the Big Show just basically grabbed hold of him and chucked him over the top rope, and then Brock Lesnar just got annoyed and frustrated, like he always does, and decided to get steel chair and stop smashing the normal announce table, which was absolutely hilarious. And then what was so damn funny was Brock Lesnar grabbed one of the monitors and chucked it in the ring, and they almost hit Big Show. My gosh, that was funny. That was worth the watch itself. You see, that's another thing. I think the WWE, I can't believe they're giving such a big match to us all so damn soon, and not waiting for WrestleMania. I have to say they're really umphing the ante for all us wrestling fans, and I have to give them credit for that to the WWE. They really are pulling all the stops out there. And obviously Brock and Paul Heyman walked out, and but Brock was screaming at the Big Show, saying "See you Sunday, see you Sunday," which, to be truthful, that definitely hyped up the Royal Rumble. If you weren't hyped up, then you must really have no emotion, or you must. No, I can't say that to yourselves or anybody who's listening. I mean, let's just say that anybody could have, you could have felt the damn electricity at that point. You definitely wanted to see them fight. That's what I mean to say. Anyway, Next was, after all of this has happened, we had even more stuff which was happening. Well, it was not that much more, but it was more, which was is quite amazing for Raw, I have to say, because the Usos was facing the Wyatts, and it's the Wyatts and the other Wyatts, not Bray Wyatt, the other, the big beard, orange head Wyatt, and the other Wyatt who looks like the Brooklyn Brawler if he was on, growth hormone or something along the line of that. And they were fighting, and the Usos, they always bring it, and they were doing their high flying things, and they're doing their super kicks, which is, I have to say, their super kicks are bloody brilliant. They are really brilliant to watch. Just their athletic ability in terms of going over the top rope, and the innovativeness is so amazing to watch. And the Wyatts were just swinging everything. It was like clothesline, smack, bang, wallop, smack, bang, wallop, clothesline, smack, slam, bang, wallop, and that's all it was. And then Bray Wyatt was there out to the ring, and he said something. I didn't even catch what he was saying. He said something to the crowd, saying that, "Is this what you want? Is this what you want to see? The people, and all." Oh, I just really didn't want to listen, so I kind of ignored it, I'm afraid. Sorry. But then suddenly out of nowhere, Daniel Bryan comes running from behind and attacks Bray Wyatt. And then suddenly out of nowhere, the Usos get the victory. And then he was like, yes, 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 yes. And it was really, really good in that respect, because now we've got such a good match in for Bray and Daniel Bryan at Royal Rumble. That match is going to be a good match. I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm sorry, because I know there's going to be some outside interference. What the heck? From the Wyatt family, the rest of the Wyatt family, but it is what it is. And that was that. Now, Randy Orton was gonna get the opportunity again to face Kofi Kingston because Triple H decided he should get his opportunity to do that. So he got the opportunity, but Randy Orton, all the way through the match, he was paranoid, worrying about John Cena coming and attacking him. And this is a thing which I was just hoping this storyline would not go its way, but let's be honest, they've used this storyline in the past, so why not work it again? Because it's been about 4 years, I think it was, since the last time Randy Orton hit John Cena's father. Last time I think he kicked him in the head, which was actually quite amazing. This time he just punched him from behind, and I didn't see him catch him or anything like that, which was good, because at least he never hurt his father or anything like that. And John Cena then came out, and they had a camera at the back as well, so the whole world could see if he was going to come. And suddenly out of nowhere, John Cena was coming with his new t-shirt in his green, and it was green, black, and pink. Just reminded me of the Ultimate Warrior for some bizarre reason, but that's just me. I don't know. I think it must just be me. Due to all the Ultimate Warrior talk, but regardless of whatever it was, he's got a new t-shirt again. So kids, you're gonna have to buy a new t-shirt of his, which is gonna be absolutely annoying for your parents. What can you do? Your parents have to spend the money on something somehow, don't they? And it has to be a John Cena t-shirt about never give up. Yes, that's right. So anyway, enough of the hate. Good on John Cena for a new t-shirt anyway, but John Cena came out beating Randy Orton up because Kofi Kingston decided to push Randy Orton towards John Cena, and John Cena was just beating him, and if he took him, Randy Orton was running away up in the crowd, going out, and he went outside, and someone opened up the car door for him, and he jumped in, and they drove off. And then John Cena was like, what the heck is going on? And JBL even went, man, he hijacked a car, man. He hijacked a car. And Michael Cole, clearly explained that he was in the he jumped in the passenger seat, which it was clearly obvious he jumped in the passenger seat, so which was very good. But anyway, then John Cena came back in the ring and went dee 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 dee. You know, he did that thing, whatever, and that was the end of it, unfortunately for him, and the end of the whole WWE Raw. And quite frankly, it was a very good Raw. Yeah, I can't wait for Royal Rumble. That's going to be awesome. Royal Rumbles are always amazing to watch, and that is going to be amazing to watch because it always is. You know, you never know who's going to be coming back, who's a special guest now, and who's going to be coming back. Could be a bushwhacker, could be somebody else. Who knows? Whatever. I'm just putting out names right now, but it's always good to see the Royal Rumble once in a year. They should have at least about 3 times. No, they've got enough big, tough schedule as it is anyway. Why would they want to make it more difficult than it is? Anyway, even if you've not seen the Raw, and you've just heard it from my, voice, go watch it. It was good, fun to watch. Definitely fill your time in, and you'll be excited for Royal Rumble, that's for sure, and the months to come. You'll definitely be, excited about it, and it is very, very good. Now, thank you for listening to this. I very much appreciate it. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, add any comments, give me any feedback. Share, and thank you for listening again. Honestly, thank you, and thank you again. Peace out. Bye.